please confirm if you guys can see my screen.
Yeah, we can see now.
We can see your screen.
Okay, fine. So, guys, as we talked yesterday also, so Maruti, what happened? Just we have to first understand like what SAP is, right, and how it all
Mhm.
started, so that we can be comfortable with this software, right, enterprise software, right, application.
Okay.
So it's better that we first understand that what SAP is, what SAP journey, what SAP products are available in the market, right? What SAP architecture is, right? And how from
Mhm.
now we are talk about SAP S4 HANA, like so what S4 HANA is and why this product comes into a market, why it was needed, right? So we will
Yeah.
talk about all those things. So first I would like to take you through how SAP was like, so as we all if know or not, but this very famous thing in the saying in the SAP, like here in SAP, right? So what happened? Five former IBM employees were there, whom name was Mr. Hopp, Mr. Hector, Mr. Hasso Plattner, Mr. Klaus Teixeira, Mr. Klaus Wallenrauder, right? So these five gentlemen were there working in the IBM, and it's not like that business just started with SAP enterprises and all those. There were earlier solutions was also available, right? Were there in the market. ERP solutions was there, but what happened? These five guys thought of like as an enterprise, right? There are several business process runs, right? They have a finance, as you guys are from finance department, right? Finance and accounting department, we are from their market. Then there is a sale market, sale department is also there. Then there is a manufacturing department is also there. Then there is a HR department, payroll department is there, right? Then there are purchasing department is there, right? Then there is marketing
Yeah.
department. Then every time like within accounting also so many departments are there, right? One department take care of normal accounting entries. One department take care of all the account receivables. One department take care of all the account payables, right? One department take care
Yeah.
of all the banking transaction happenings in the company. Then one department take care of in accounting how assets are moving, right? Monetary wise, right? So
Mm.
so many within accounting also so many sub departments are there, right? So uh, before this, there were no such software which can take up all those business processes together under one application in an integrated way, so that top management, right? When top management comes into picture, like CFO, CEO, or CEO kind of people, and they can analyze whole report, right? Some software would be like applications would be there which give them clear insight into what is happening in the business. Earlier what they need to
Yeah.
do, like if some software is from marketing department or some from purchasing, so they have to consolidate data, right? All data together, move to marketing, accounting. They have to just check, right? What material move out, what material came in, like those kind of things, and all those departments have to sit together, have a meeting, then consolidations, all those things, and then they come with the and analytical reports to the CFOs and all, so that they can analyze. So it's not like they were not able to analyze, but it was taking much time, and even we can't say that there was much transparency, right? Okay, so I will even share you one quick story, like in my implementation experience, right? I will like to share with you like how SAP helps for transparency of data to top management and well running, better running, lower cost of ownership and all, right? But let's quickly understand, go through this slide first. So what happened? So these guys think that no, we should have something like this where we can club all those departments in a single software. They should be integrated so that all information flow to one system, in an integrated, transparent way, right? And so that we can run our reports and we can analyze all those things. We can develop analytical reports to CFOs with less timing, okay, uh, and better transparency, right? So that's why they comes up with this enterprise solution, which was known as SAP now, and which full form stand as when they established this company in 1972. It was known to be a system analysis and program development, but later in 1976, right, as we all know that it's earlier it was a program in the starting phases, but then it becomes a product, right? So that's why they said it as a systems, applications, and products in data processing, right? Coming data from all those fields. So that's how the name comes up, and how that's how the SAP company uh, was the idea behind building up this company, or coming up with this ERP or company, right? Which is now very, uh, I think, best or and biggest ERP solution provider on earth, we can say, right? So here I will take this quickly, like, to go through the SAP product so that we can understand, like, from when it started and how, where we are now, how much customer base we have. So that, because if we want to learn, or we want to make career out of this, right, in this uh, SAP, right? So we should understand, right, from where it started and what the future opportunities we have, right? So it's very important to understand, like, how SAP is growing. So as you can see, first product they have in 1972, which I was talking about. That product basically more focused on the accounting business, right? As we said, submodule and all, AR, APGL, and account. So they optimize that particular sub department in this ERP solution, and that particular solution at that moment of time, as we know, there were DOS operating systems and IBM servers. So it was made on that system, and that was called R1. Why R1? I will explain later, right? Then after that, in 1979, they come with the R2 system, okay, which was evolved on SAP R1. And by 1979, we have a mainframe computing concept was there from IBM only. If you have heard of, like, IBM has a mainframe computing system, right? Mainframe computers, we used to say. So when they come up with a mainframe, they have more advanced technology and all in comparison. And so that's what this evolved, and that has included across with accounting. This has also included manufacturing processes, supply chain logistics, and human resources solutions also. And they have 2200 customers in that solution. This all data is from SAP itself, right? Then after that, in 1992, they come with the R3 system, which evolved from SAP R2. This system was having three-tier architecture ARP solution, and that enabled SAP to be used by the enterprises. Enterprises, when I say, like, big business companies, like you can say, like Reliance, or those kind of, right, or HUL, Unilever Limited kind of companies, right? Big, they have uh, transactions or turnovers in uh, billions, or crores rupees, right? So those kind of enterprises comes into R3, right? With R3 solution, they were able to use it. They have a more this was a complete ERP process, right? As I was talking about, so many business solutions are there. So it involves all main important, like, at that time, whatever important was there, like accounting processes, manufacturing, purchasing, sales, HR, then it can be CRM also can be involved, right? Those all kind of, but these all were on-premise processes, right? Then in 2001, other important SAP product comes up into picture, which was called My SAP. That was actually based on internet, right? As 2000 internet evolution, all those things happens, right? So it was based on internet, that has client server architecture into picture then, right? And they come up with the My SAP PLM, My SAP CRM, My SAP SCM kind of solutions, right? Product like PLM is like product lifecycle management, CRM is like customer relationship management, supply chain management. So those kind of module MySAP, they come up. That was based on basically mysap.com, like that we can access through web browser, right? Then most famous who has worked with this, they might have worked with the ERP 2004 solution. This is the most famous or most successful product of SAP. Is still used in many companies. The company, when they are upgrading themselves from SAP R3, we I will let you know the what R3 or old SAP means. SAP ECC basically. Current to S4 HANA, they are using this ERP 2004. That also evolved, right? I'm just saying the inception time of the product. After that, this project also get evolved, timing, customer requirement, and all. They have this product get versions of product comes up, right? But in 2004, ERP comes up, and that's what called as an SAP's best product for industry solutions, right? Then in 2010, SAP, as I told you that this SAP has big enterprises involved, right? Big enterprises solutions are provided. But SAP thought about, okay, fine, they are mid-sized enterprises also. They might be not be doing manufacturing. They only be doing purchasing and then selling, right? So some that kind of solution also should be provided. So that's why they come up with the SAP Business One 2010, right? So that was called that was focused on mid-size enterprises. It was based on R3 only and SAP NetWeaver platform. I will let you know that what NetWeaver platform are there, right? That is some very technical terms. Then in 2015, S4 HANA comes up, right? S4 HANA project comes up. As you can see, this particular product have a global presence as per SAP in 188 countries. And I can also see like across globe, it is implemented. It is people are working over there, right? From east to west, right? Projects are going on, right? So this was product was evolved from SAP R3 architecture only, but it was designed to help best optimize the resources. When I talk about resources like hardware or software resources, right, and IT cost, right, reduce the IT cost. So this product has like every product evaluation works on two things, right? One was like IT or total cost of ownership reduction should be there, right? That's what we say like advancement is happening, right? And second, business processes also like simple business processes if can be designed, right? That's what how evaluation happens, right? And so I hope till now I am clear. Guys, you are able to understand me, right? Or able to follow me, right?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. So now I will go to next slide. I will just explain on that like what R1, R2, R3 means, right? What they were, because once you come to SAP domain and understand this thing, right? So you will talk on those terms, right? So you have should have better understanding, right? And so let's understand and let's first understand the SAP architecture, like how SAP works, right? So when someone talk about like SAP architecture, what you understand by SAP architecture? Uh, so SAP architecture involves three layers, right? First is the presentation layer, second is the application layer, and third is the database layer, right? So if we like to simply understand it, just understand this is same uh, as in our computer also, right? Laptop or desktop, whatever we are using, right? So that same kind of architecture is there. If we understand like our desktop screen, right? Whatever it is there, just think it of as an presentation layer, right? And then we have application layer. So application layer, we can say like whatever software we have installed over there that happens on application layer. And CPU is there to process all those application logic, whatever built on like as per OS, right? And then third is the database layer. Database layer is where the data is stored, right? Whatever we are trying to store, that is stored at the database layer. And whenever we want to access anything, that comes from the database layer itself, right? So to understand more better, let's say like in computer screen, right, we see so many data. We whenever we want to open any MS Word file and all, right? So we access through uh, we can see on presentation layer only, right? Through presentation layer also we are able to access those files and all, but from where they are coming, right, how they are stored, right? So that all logics, that all paths which we design, right, that all comes through the application layer, and then it gets stored to our database. Like in computer it will be our hard disk, or nowadays SSDs are coming, right? So earlier used to be that floppies and those kind of things were there, right, as a storage medium. So storage medium changes as IT or things are evolving, right? Earlier used to be tapes, right? Now we have this hard disk. Even now we have SSD. Even now we have technology of cloud data storage, right? We can store on clouds also. So that's all. So so to understand like this presentation layer, they provide graphical screen to user, like so if like as we understand better in a graphical or a way, right? I hope any of you have small programming background and all, or who worked on let's say you just log into MS DOS and all, right? So you will understand what I'm trying to say, right, Maruti? Like we have system which has
Hey.
MS DOS only, right? No operating, like no
Yeah.
Windows or no Linux, or sorry, or no Mac OS installed, right? So DOS, if you're
Mm.
working on DOS, that basically all commands and all work on there, right? Same work can be done over there also. You can store some, but that should be command, all work on commands and all, right? But whenever
Mm.
graphical screen come to user, like as per Windows or Mac OS nowadays or Linux have that, right? So you just it's easy to use, right? We can just create one folder, background all commands and all works, right? We enter our data, right? And then we click on save button and it goes and save into our hard disk and all, right? So that's what whole idea of presentation layer is, right? So we have to totally understand, right? SAP is focusing day by day to enhance user experience with uh, that particular presentation layer. User experience should be enhanced, right? Users should feel comfortable, because end of the day, like Tirtha has worked as a power user, right? So he will be comfortable if the screen which he is working on, like in SAP, that is called GUI, right? For the uh, right. So he will be comfortable if his screens are very easy to understand, right? So he will be okay, fine, accessible. Here I can enter data and all, right? So Tirtha, I think he will agree with me when I come to with the next screen of SAP,
Yeah, understood. Right.
right? Right. So that's what presentation layer role is, and that's how SAP is also emphasizing with every R1, R2, R3. They increase their presentation layer, graphical or interaction. That's their basically power user or end user or business user interacts, right? Those who are daily working, passing transactions to the screen. So it should be very presentable. It should be very accessible, right? So that's what SAP focus always was, and with S4 HANA, they have enhanced more on that, right? The application layer is somewhere where all processing happens, right? Whatever data we are passing as an input, just understand. I like from as to computer screen, whatever we are entering, right? Whatever we are writing to MS Word, then we click on save and all. So all whatever like in calculator we are opened, right? Or any command we are giving, right? So that all things are happening at the application layer, even in CPU process in our computer. Same application layers are available for SAP also, where all software logics are available, where all calculation was happening earlier in R3, right? And as for HANA, how it enhanced, we will talk about that. So with the help of application layer, we can read and write from database, right? We can read from database, we can write to the database. We can even know that if a duplicacy of data is happening and all, that all from database we can understand. So these all three are the layers or architecture of SAP, right? In a simple terms, it is there. So I hope I'm clear till now, right? But it is very important to understand.
Yes.
Okay. So now I am coming back here. So as I was talking about, right, this thing. So now comes to SAP. That was in general term what architecture is, how three layers are there. But let's check how evaluation happening, how SAP is becoming easier to use from starting days. Like, so this was our DOS system, right? So guys, we have second meeting invite, right? It's saying 5 minutes it will end. We will just join second meeting quickly. Will good? Hello,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
no issue.
Okay.
right?
No issue.
Okay, we quickly join there
Okay.
then. Yeah, from here. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.